Hello, and this is Jaden Sofa with Deep Questions on XLR Radio. We are back. We're going to change topics a bit. How would you guys go about making an Earth sandwich that's two pieces of bread on exact opposite sides of the Earth?
Okay. How are we going to bake the bread, first of all?
How is the bread baked?
How is the bread baked? That's the first question we need to ask.
Whole grain.
That is important.
That's not how it's baked.
What is it made of? How are we gonna
You're right.
bake it?
I don't know the different ways to bake bread. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm
I
guessing.
can't eat bread, and I know that's wrong.
Why can't you eat bread? Do you have celiac or something?
I do,
Oh my god.
Does, in fact.
That's crazy.
but
Poor
bread making
soul.
skills.
Okay, so,
Earth sandwich sounds pretty scary,
gonna-
doesn't it?
It does.
yeah, that's,
Pretty terrified, actually.
if someone turned the world into a sandwich, would you be safe?
If it was a gluten-free sandwich.
So to be fair to all the gluten-free people out there, including myself, we're gonna use gluten-free bread for the sandwich.
Fine.
That way we don't affect the entire planet.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. So, I'm assuming that we're going to have to mix the flour, the gluten-free flour,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a lot of water, too. It's like ocean levels amounts of water.
I mean, are we saying we're gonna take two
Oh, so you're
inside-
saying... Oh, you're trying to get the
Oh.
bread to fully contain the
No,
Earth.
no, I'm trying to get the bread to be a thing that exists first. Then we're going to figure out how to cover it. We have to make the bread
So do you want
first.
moon-sized bread?
I
Or
mean-
because most people just say a normal size of bread,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
slap it on the ground, and their mate back home is like, "Yo, I'm gonna take a picture at the same time." They're like, "Yo, we made an Earth sandwich, yo."
Whoa.
Whoa.
I mean, that also works.
That's
But I'm
extremely
trying
hard
to
to
do,
do, though.
I'm talking like cover this is the Earth. You can't see
Right.
this, but this is the bread. Like
So
Dang.
okay, so theoretically, if we
Mhm.
took all so the U.S. makes a ton of grain. Okay, we're
Yeah.
actually the breadbasket of the planet.
Mhm.
So we took all that grain and we stored it for a couple years. Just do away with all the people we sell it to, and the government just takes it all and we store it. Slight fascism, but it's okay. So and then for the end goal, so we have all this bread, right? So then to solve, rising oceans, we'll take the ocean water, which has already got the salt we need in it to make the bread, right?
Mhm.
We don't need the salt or bread. So you take the ocean water to help with rising oceans. We'll put it inside the bread mix. Okay, now we're starting up some flour and bread,
Mm-hmm.
but now we need some eggs. So what we'll do is we'll get some ostrich eggs. Ostrich eggs are pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, like, those things are massive.
Yeah, but are they big enough? How many ostrich eggs are you talking about?
I'm saying we take
Thousands.
the entire African population of ostriches.
And have them lay for
and we
like
have
20
them, at the
years.
same time we're storing this.
God.
We take all of that egg and we mix in, right?
Mm-hmm.
What else goes in bread besides that? Oh, yeah, we need
Egg.
some sugar, right?
And yeast.
So we'll
Gluten.
take all the
It doesn't have to
sugar.
be leavened bread.
Wait.
Yeah, it can be
Sugar.
like matzah.
It could be like flatbread. We can just make a flatbread.
Okay.
I
So
like
then how do
leavening
we
them.
make this bread?
I
Like,
know. but-
what contraption do we use
Yeah, that's
to
what I'm
heat
saying.
the bread?
Well, if it's
Well, we can use the sun to heat it, but how are we going to mix it? 'Cause
it's
that's
got to
a
be
lot.
as large as the Earth,
Yeah,
though.
that's the
You're not
point.
going to find any surface
So
area
what if-
on the Earth.
So we take the entire spending that the U.S. government has 1 year, and we take it all towards NASA, and NASA builds us a giant mixer in space.
We could
How are we going to power this mixer?
Solar.
with the sun.
No, see, we'll take our entire nuclear arsenal, we'll break it down, we'll use, and
We'll
actually,
use the nukes
actually,
to
no.
power it.
The news.
that's how
Oh,
we'll break the bread. We'll flash heat it with all the nukes first. Instead of solar power, we could just literally take the power of the sun and make, in like a single instant with nuclear energy, and just boom, insta bread,
Yeah, that's a great idea.
insta flatbread.
Yeah, but like,
It's
it's
the bread.
radiated flatbread. We can't eat the bread now. So there's just going to be bread on the top and bottom
Hey.
of the earth we can't even eat.
Are you assuming we can eat this bread? Wait, we put it in space.
An
I mean,
Earth sandwich could feed generations.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they'll be irradiated. They'll be mutants.
With the amount of water.
Hey,
that
they might
we
get
I
It's
mean,
really
X
cool.
Men's pretty cool.
Eh, they're not going to be X-Men. They're just going to have extra eyes.
yo, third eye
And
much?
cancers, man. All the cancers.
I mean, okay, so third eye and cancers would help to also solve the problem of overpopulation.
Oh boy.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
See, by making
Opening that can of
this
worms.
We're really going into this.
I'm just saying, Thanos had the right idea.
Oh no.
This is even worse than
Okay.
what I said at the beginning.
Okay. There's one thing that reminds me of. You know how they're calling the snap the decimation.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
no sense because decimation means you remove 10% of the population. But Thanos halved it.
So this is obliteration.
Yeah, so
Wait, what's the word for 50?
I don't know.
Affirmation.
Affirmation.
Yeah, like so they used the wrong word. And
Say
that kind of
calm.
pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Thanos snapped away all the smart people. Okay, give some people some credit. Okay.
Bacon.
Lo siento.
It's okay.
But back to our story of how we make a bread earth sandwich. See, but I don't know about you, but I like a little more than bread and meat on my sandwich. I like tomatoes and lettuce. I want some veggies and whatnot. On
Yeah.
my sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
I want some
we also got,
mayonnaise.
You're saying the Earth's not enough for you.
What about mayonnaise? We
Earth isn't
gotta
good
have
for
some
like
mayonnaise.
what do we put on the bread first? Like, I'm assuming that the earth, much like a ham sandwich, the ham and the earth are the main point of the sandwich. But we need some stuff to like add to the flavor
Yeah.
of the sandwich.
You're
Like,
gonna
what do
need a
we
lot
add?
because
We could make an Earth BLT.
True.
That sounds delicious.
Mm-hmm.
We got to keep in mind this is going to be a soggy sandwich. Like,
Yeah, 'cause
so
of the
much of the
water.
Earth is covered in water.
We could drain the oceans.
just soak it up into the
So-
bread.
And then when the sun gets too hot for us, we'll take all the ocean water and we'll actually just put out the sun.
Instead of leaving the Earth, we just move everyone onto this piece of bread and fling it off into space. For
Yeah.
centuries.
I mean, the Earth. I'm assuming we all understand that the Earth is flat, right? That's how we were able to accomplish our Earth sandwich.
Exactly.
No,
Thank
actually, the
you.
moon is.
Thank you so much. The truth. Finally.
A true flat
So wait,
earther.
so you just brought up the moon might be flat. So could the moon and other neighboring giant rock things, could those all
Giant
be
rock thing.
like?
Actually, can I walk you
quote-unquote
through why I
tomatoes?
think the moon is flat real quick here?
yeah, please.
Yeah, we
So
got some time.
the same side always faces the Earth, right? You always see the same side of the moon.
Exactly.
And if it were a flat object and it were to rotate, it would like start to disappear, right?
Yeah.
And when the moon goes through phases, what does it do?
It Whoa!
oh,
I'm just saying.
Hey NASA, why are you knocking at our door? is that a maybe SEAL team behind you? Catch you guys next time.
I gotta fly, guys.
Thanks, Jay. Now everyone who just heard this in the air is a fugitive of the law.
Yes, they heard the truth.
Conspiracy.
Now,
Sorry, Mr.
They want it.
Sofa.
All right, we got about another minute, so any last thoughts?
that went really quick.
Yeah.
Hey, here's just something wild out there. We could wrap the whole Earth in a tortilla.
Okay, is it
Earth
tortilla
taco.
bread?
I mean,
because
okay,
I've had
so
a discussion
tortilla.
before.
Yes,
So
a tortilla
tortillas,
is
we do it
bread.
by this way.
Mhm.
All right, all you need for a tortilla is salt, water,
And masa.
and corn.
Yeah,
and
corn
corn is
flour.
already like the third most produced thing on the planet.
Mhm.
So we take all the corn, the water's
All
already got
corn.
salt in it. We just
Mhm.
add them together, and bada boom, bada bing, we make a
Tortilla.
soft shell
Or
Earth.
tortilla.
I think we just solved world hunger.
We just solved world hunger. There you
We
go,
got
America.
this.
We did it. And with
I'll be
that,
waiting for my Nobel Prize.
Thank you.
we'll be, it's
Yes.
coming soon.
Yes.
Now that we've solved world hunger, I think we're going to end it here. Tune back next week for Deep Questions, Fridays at 5.